Today, I'd like to introduce you to Skin Flowers. Skin Flowers are an alt-rock three-piece from right here on Merseyside, and they're making serious waves on the rock scene here in Liverpool. Born as a studio project, they've just released the anthemic Don't Save Me. So joining me now from Skin Flowers is Luke Parkinson. Luke, welcome to the Sunday show here on Mersey Radio. You okay?
I am absolutely fantastic, thank you. And yourself?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Well, I'm going to hand over to you, just to tell us a bit more about yourself and the band.
Well, yeah, so my name's Luke Parkinson. I'm part of Skin Flowers, which is a trio from Liverpool that's a alternative with a bit of a new grunge, kind of new metal twist. Been going since the start of lockdown. We recently added Adara, who's our lead singer, a few months ago. Since then, we've been writing tunes and kind of working on some stuff that me and my mate Pat, who's the other male member of the band, been writing, and we've just kind of hit it off, and we've got Don't Save Me, which has just come out halfway through August, doing really well at the minute. Yeah, it's been really fun kind of creative process with Adara. She's come in and just with some brilliant melodies and lyrics and added to the tracks that we've previously already written between myself and Pat, and it's been going really well, really enjoying it. I can't wait to get the next singles out there, really.
Well, we're going to play Don't Save Me very shortly. What can you tell us about the track? You just said you're working as a three-piece and working during lockdown. What was the inspiration for the track? Where was it recorded?
So, because of the lockdown and stuff, not being able to access many places, we've done it remotely. So I did music production and stuff for years. I've recorded bands and stuff for years, and went to uni to do it. And so we kind of self-produced everything ourselves. So me and Pat, we got in a room in a Pirate Studios together and started jamming some stuff. Recorded basically everything there with all our own kind of gear. I've got loads of equipment, so we did it all ourselves. And then we got Dara in for vocal sessions after that, and just it's been really fun. So all the stuff's been produced by myself, mixed and stuff. And then we got a mastering engineer called John Kershaw, who's also from Liverpool, to master it and stuff. Little plug for him. We've just kind of done it that way, very, very much DIY, self-produced, which has been really, really fun because we can have like total creative control, which is nice. A little bit of a learning curve because some of the things were new to me personally in terms of production side of things, but no, it's been great. Loved it.
Well, I've got to ask you about your process of writing, because you're not a full cohort of a band yet. You're a three-piece, but you kind of work with other musicians and you pull other musicians in to fill gaps and where you need them. What's your kind of process for writing? Are you the kind of band where one person is the main singer-songwriter or the main songwriter for the band, and then you kind of share that with everyone else, or does everyone have a little part to play?
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of both, really. So I came up with the main melody and kind of music behind Don't Save Me. I brought it to Pat, and he was like, "Oh, I really love this here and stuff." And I've got my own additions actually, and he's kind of where the music has been very much me and Pat that have come up with the ideas, or he's added to my own kind of demos that I've sent him, going, would it be cool if we did this here and that? And then Adara's came in, and she's just completely taken over the whole lyrics and melody side of things, and it's been great because she came in and we're like, right, we've got this track, is there anything you might be able to do with it? And she said, yeah, right, I'll come back to me in a week. Oh, okay. We went in the studio and said, right, this is what I've got. And we absolutely loved it. Me and Pat were just like, we're onto a winner here. This is really good, this. So that's kind of how we go about it. So I'll come up with either I'll come up with a track kind of fully musically, or Pat has done the same. We've got a track called Phantom that's going to be either our second or third single, and that was completely his idea, with then my little kind of things on top of that. And then Adara's come in and gone, yeah, right, I've got lyrics to this. Brilliant. So that's kind of how we've gone about it, really. And then Adara's coming with it as well for like maybe a potential fourth single that she's wrote all by herself, and then it's mine and Pat's job to be like, right, okay, what type of guitar should we have on this? What's the drums going to be? What's all this going to be? So it's quite a collaborative process all around, really. But that's kind of how it goes.
Well, you mentioned a little bit earlier about your post-grunge, and this is a kind of, you're hearing a lot of stuff now. Obviously, we're now into the new millennium. A lot of things are post-grunge, post-metal, all that kind of stuff. But who are your, like, songwriting icons? Who are those kind of people on your Mount Rushmore of songwriters or influencers that have really made a shape and made an influence on your music? Well,
definitely, ever since Adara's came in, we've kind of gone down the Evanescence kind of route, you know what I mean? Like a bit of piano and a bit of kind of, those heavy guitars and stuff. And I really like the sound of like mid-2000s kind of alternative rock, You know what I mean? So a lot of that, like, kind of like, you know, Linkin Parks and stuff like this. A lot of the inspirations for like electronic drums, for example, that we have in like certain verses and stuff that were definitely inspired by stuff like Linkin Park and whatnot. Other than that, like more modern stuff, we really like a band at the minute called Hot Milk. They're from Manchester, and so we've kind of taken some influences like their like synth sounds and the atmospherics, and staying with their like Bring Me the Horizon, people like that. So, you know, very much kind of like heavy guitars with kind of electronic instruments and stuff over the top, you know, big heavy drums and stuff. And that they're kind of like what we go for to tailor our sound to that. So yeah, that's I'd probably say they're the main influences at the minute.
Well, if you like what we hear, want to hear more, want to get in touch, are you on social media?
Yes, we are. We're on any and all social media you can think of. We've got Instagram, we've got we're on Spotify and all streaming services. We've got a YouTube. You can just type Skinflowers into Google and we'll come up. We're Skinflowers Band on Instagram, and yeah, we could search us in Spotify. We should come up right next to Skindred, which is quite nice because that's a band I really love.
Well, what we'll do, after you played your track, we'll put links on our social media pages to your social media pages, your Spotify, all your streaming playlists, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to hear more, from Skinflowers and their new material that's going to be coming out very, very shortly, all you got to do is get on our social media pages and I'll find links very, very shortly where you can hear more. And obviously, we're gearing up to be performing live anytime soon, so please keep in touch when you hit the road and we see you live on the stage. But it's come to that time of the afternoon. Luke, I'm going to pass it back to you. Do you want to introduce your track for us?
Yes, no problem. So I'm Luke Parkinson. I am from the band called Skinflowers, and this is a track called Don't Save Me.
Put me under pressure. The things we do for pleasure in my head, and it's not my fault. I don't write these lines just to right your wrongs. I'm 10 steps from breaking. Can't stop my pulse from racing. This fourth wall I'm facing, I'm not your entertainment. And if I can't breathe, don't save me. And if I can't see, it's fading. I won't speak, I'm screaming. Everything I do is not for you. It's not for you. It's not for you. It's not for you. Hey, I know this ain't our first encore. People think we haven't been here before. Leave all the past behind, 'cause inside these eyes you won't like what you find. I'm 10 steps from breaking. Can't stop my pulse from racing. This fourth wall I'm facing, I'm not your entertainment.
this week's Hometown Heroes track from Skin Flowers. That is just fabulous. It's called Don't Save Me. I'm loving that one. Get online, give them a like on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. It's all the same. It's at Skin Flowers Band. You can download that track from iTunes and Amazon from just 99p. And if you check out our social media pages, now you'll find links to their social media pages, streaming playlist, all that great stuff. I think Skin Flowers are going to be a name you're going to hear a lot of on the Mersey music scene in the next few months. But sadly, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of this week's show. I'd like to thank you for your company this afternoon. I'd like to thank Luke from Skin Flowers for joining me, and of course Ryan Lewis from Hummingbirds joining me earlier today. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Don't forget, if you want to drop us a line, get on our social media pages, or you can email me. It's garyredden@merseyradio.co.uk. As usual, I'm going to leave you with last week's number one, which was Elton John and Britney Spears with Hold Me Closer. If you want to see this still number one, stay right here with Jason Scott and the Massive 40. Have a great week. I'll see you back here next Sunday, 2 till 4 for the Sunday show, right here on Mersey Radio.